The photos hit my Instagram at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. A Malibu villa, spotless, tagged with my sister's name, Brooke. "Big news," her caption read. "Listing this gorgeous estate this weekend? $4.2 million. DM for private showings before Sunday's open house." The villa was mine. I'd bought it 18 months ago with my acquisition payout. Cash, no mortgage, my name on the deed. I was in Singapore for a closing when I saw the post, and the room seemed to tilt. I slipped into the corridor and called my property manager, Wei Chen, who lived in the guest house. "Wei, did you authorize a photographer?" "I was going to call you," he said. "Your sister came yesterday with a photographer and a staging team. She said you approved. I told her I needed to verify, but she claimed you were unreachable." "What did she show you?" "A listing agreement," he said, "and a power of attorney." A beat. They looked legitimate, but she kept talking about her commission. Power of attorney. My signature, lifted and weaponized. "I never authorized anything," I said. "The house isn't for sale." "I suspected," Wei said. "What do you want me to do?" "Save everything," I told him. "Photograph the paperwork. Record her if she comes back. And don't let anyone change the locks. I'm calling my attorney and flying to Los Angeles." I refreshed Brooke's stories. She was touring my home, smiling into the camera, letting strangers study my rooms. On the listing sites, my address was live under her name. Motivated seller. Then the family group chat lit up. My mother celebrating, my father suggesting I downsize, Brooke thanking everyone for supporting her big break. Not one message asked me if I was selling. I called my attorney, Dylan Pierce. "My sister Brooke listed my Malibu house. She filed a power of attorney I never signed." "How much is she asking?" he said. 4.2. "That's felony fraud," Dylan said. "I'll get the MLS pulled and serve her brokerage today. But if she keeps promoting it, we escalate. Can you do that to your sister?" Brooke's story played again. Her smile, my ocean view, her voice saying, "Motivated seller." My teeth hurt from clenching. Yes. I landed at LAX. Dylan was waiting with papers. "The brokerage suspended her," he said. "They're cooperating. The power of attorney is an obvious forgery. Still, she's posting that Sunday's open house is happening." We drove to Malibu. Wei met us at the gate, phone raised. "She came with a locksmith," he said. "Tried to change the locks. I recorded it. She told me I'm fired and I have to leave by Friday." Inside, my home had been turned into a set. My office was stripped. The desk was cleared, my laptop was gone, and so was the small brass key for my safe. "She boxed it," Wei said, leading me to the garage. My things sat in labeled cartons like trash. The safe held old equity papers and my passport backup. I pictured strangers pawing through it while she smiled. My mother called. "Maris, stop this. Brooke needs a win." "She's committing crimes," I said. "She's your sister," Mom snapped. "Let her do it." I hung up and faced Dylan. "Use Wei's recording. Coordinate with LAPD. If Brooke opens my doors Sunday, I want her arrested on site." Sunday came. Dylan parked down the street with 2 detectives, while Wei and I watched the front door on the security feed. Brooke arrived in a cream blazer filming "Open House Day." She set champagne flutes on my island. Her broker, Grant, pulled into the driveway and I caught his voice through the mic. "Cancel this. The owner filed fraud complaints." Brooke kept smiling at her phone. "She'll calm down when she sees offers." At 1, people poured in, agents, a young couple, influencers. They drifted through my bedroom taking photos. Brooke called out, "Motivated seller relocating to Europe," and I tasted metal. I waited until the living room filled, then walked through my own front door. Brooke turned, smile cracking. "Maris?" "Hi," I said. "I own this house. It isn't for sale." A silence, then murmurs. "She's kidding," Brooke said. I raised the brass safe key she'd taken from my desk. "You stole this. You forged my signature. You tried to change my locks and evict Wei. You moved my laptop and files into boxes." Dylan entered behind me with the detectives. Guests backed away, phones up. Brooke Hale, Detective Alvarez says I'd. You're under arrest for forgery, real estate fraud, and trespass. Brooke's face collapsed. Maris, please, we're sisters. That's why this hurts, I said, and why it stops. The police found my laptop in the garage that afternoon. Weeks later, Brooke pled to reduced charges, lost her license, and paid restitution. My parents called it cruelty. I called it consequences. That night, I sat on the terrace, listening to the tide. The locks clicked. The view finally belonged to me again.